Hi, everybody. This is David Skarica, and this is another one in our series of interviews with small cap opportunities. Today, I'm with Stephen Jenkins. He is a CEO of Link Global Technologies. So this is a really unique play. It's a combo energy slash crypto play. I've been looking for some energy deals because I know we've been doing a lot of mining, a lot in gold and precious metals. But by nature, I'm a contrarian. I'm a value investor. And I do think that a lot of the energy and oil and gas stocks are where gold was, say, a year or two ago. They're kind of in this big bottoming consolidation right now. And obviously, there's going to be some losers, but the companies that can survive, I think, can come out of this really, really strong as kind of energy prices do rebound at some point when the global economy and when all this money printing that's going around the world to fund all this debt right now catches up maybe in some kind of inflationary or stagflationary form. So the ticker is LNK on the CSE, trading at around 41 cents. That was closed on Friday. So Stephen, thanks for being here. So tell us a bit about the company, maybe your background. I know you just had some good news recently about some production coming online. So tell us about it. And like I said, it's very unique because you kind of have this energy aspect, which actually has a link to mining as well. And then, of course, you have this crypto aspect to it.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Dave. So, Link's been around for 2.5 years. I've been with the company since sort of day one. They actually hired me. I come from the energy side, more the renewables side, to be honest with you. But that's really where we started. And they asked me to go and look for power for crypto mining operations. So we had a really good sort of team sit down early on and talked about what we were trying to be. And much like gold, the crypto play it's all about, it is mining. That's what it is. You're trying to find the lowest production cost possible with the best reward. So, rich gold deposits with low mining costs are the best places to be, obviously. The same thing really bodes for Bitcoin. So first thing I did is go out and look for low power cost opportunities. We located a facility in Oregon. We located a facility in Trail, BC. So we had those initial setups running quite well. We had always said that our goal was to get to be one of the lowest cost producers in North America. We didn't really worry about what anyone else was doing. We know, and we think we know enough opportunities in North America that we weren't going to sort of look outside of that at the time. Alberta, is the one who offers the best opportunity. So really, again, going back to my energy background and telling people, look, this is what we want to do. We just want to be in the energy side of this. We can partner with people as well on the crypto side. We have a lot of staff that is super, super knowledgeable on the crypto side. But I think creating an infrastructure company with some add-ons so that we can enjoy the upside of crypto as it happens, but also hedge against challenging energy situations. So that's how the company was created. We turned public November last year. We've been trading pretty consistently above 35-40 cents. We think we've been as high as 60, and we're really just focused on getting our operations up. Last year we announced that we would early in the year that we would have 6 megawatts online sometime around September. We just announced actually that we've overachieved by 50%. We have 8.75 megawatts online now. So that was the news last week, which is really great news. I think the team's been super focused on getting stuff up and running, optimizing it and getting cash flows. So obviously we're, with the operation and the picture you showed, which is, our solution is modular, our solution is scalable, and it's somewhat mobile. So if we're in a situation that we need to move from, or if we want to add to that particular development, it's very simple because it's just done with gen sets and containers. And this is applicable for not only crypto mining, but for data centers in general. And you're talking about being a contrarian and being able to look for kind of other opportunities. What we thought we could do was, provide for our shareholders an opportunity where, yes, they can enjoy crypto, but also hedge against rising commodity prices. So we actually are equity owners in one of the gas plants in one of the areas that we're in. So us, although we're still quite small and what considered a startup, we're really developing a company that we think creates the foundation to be, very profitable regardless of what energy prices are. So we can still sell gas to the grid. We can still sell power to the grid if we want to. We can mine Bitcoin if Bitcoin continues to grow in strength like we think it will. And we have very, very valuable partners. One of the partners just came on. We did $1 million financing with a company called Block One. They're a private company, and they bring an enormous amount of expertise from the Bitcoin mining side into our company. They're one of the largest in North America, so they have as many machines as we want to put online, we put online. So we're very fortunate in terms of our opportunity, and I think the foundation that we're building, Dave.
So in terms of before we get more into the energy side and the Bitcoin mining, because Bitcoin is back north of 10,000, I think it was close to 12,000 for a bit. So what is your rough cost of production, say for mining a coin?
Ours would be one of the lowest. Again, it just goes back to what you're paying for electricity. So people have a calculator, they can throw it on the calculator, but ours would probably, right now it's around $3,800 Canadian.
Oh, that's fantastic.
$3,800 US.
Yes, that's okay. And in terms of you mentioned you have some production coming online. What does that actually mean in revenue for the company, like the cash flow?
In terms of production of oil, or in production of Bitcoin?
Oil, because you mentioned that.
Yeah. So again, we're a small plant. We right now with the commodity prices, we wind everything down and we focus all of our sales to the Bitcoin mining operations. So then the optionality of what we can do is incredible. If producing gas and producing oil for people is not profitable at the moment, what we do is we focus all of our efforts to just provide fuel for the facility to run Bitcoin mining. So right now, that's really where we focus. They actually have a condensate that comes off it, so that goes out, and it's a minor amount of revenue, Dave. But really, the point being is that we have this option of turning on the tap or turning off the tap, but always kind of making money at it.
Okay. Do you have any plans to say expand the energy side and gain more production, or you just want to leave that where it is right now?
No, we're very aggressively building out. We announced last year that we'd go up to 50 megawatts. So right now we have 8.75 megawatts. Okay. And we have a very sort of aggressive growth plan. Certainly we've got things that we're working on.
So in Alberta, are you finding opportunities in terms of, say, operations that have shut down because of low oil and gas prices, and also the problems that have come with the pipeline and kind of the macro problems in Canada and in Alberta? So I'm assuming you're finding opportunities, in the rubble, as they say.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. There's 70,000 orphan wells in Alberta right now. Another 190,000, I think, wells that are, people are shut down, but not operating. So enormous amount of opportunity there. We go on, and really the shut-in wells and the orphan wells are very interesting because they're all leaking methane. So, and obviously that's an environmental challenge in itself. What we do is we go on and we actually reactivate those wells, clean them up by using using that gas for beneficial use, right? So yeah, the gas is obviously very cheap, and that's how we're benefiting.
Okay, so and in terms of, you're talking going up to 15, what's your time frame for that?
Oh no, we're going up to 50.
50. Oh, I thought you said, okay,
yeah,
that's really aggressive. Okay, sorry.
No, no, we'll be up at 50 within 2021.
Okay, that's great. Wow. So
yeah, so we again, once we have sort of got through, I think what I would call our teething and our proof of concept was the first 6 megawatts. Then all of our learning and all of the processes and stuff have really shown what's possible, and we're really encouraged by what we see. So yeah, we've very lucky. We've got a partner that's got enough crypto demand that we'll be sort of satisfying that with finding the right locations and doing the right setups and just moving forward.
And in terms of selling energy into the grid, what's your kind of geographical radius? Because one aspect I would think that would be profitable is, because there is kind of this precious metals boom going on, is that there's a mining operation somewhere in northern Alberta or northern Manitoba, or Saskatchewan that needs energy. You could probably be selling them the energy that they need for their operation.
Yeah, that's a great question, Dave. And what the best part about this is, me, I come from this energy background. Before this company, I was in West Africa doing waste energy facilities and working with some of the West African countries on what we call distributed energy. And distributed energy is really a model of looking where there's demand and creating supply. And Alberta, with all of these wells, has an enormous amount of distributed supply, right? So what we can do is go to any area, literally mobilize in 8 weeks, be running our crypto operations, but also be selling power to either private consumers or into the grid, right? So we've got this great opportunity, and to me, I think Alberta has a great opportunity. Alberta is right now in the process of going through and redoing their coal plants to put them into natural gas plants for power. They've got 2 centralized plants. But what they have the opportunity to do is to go and actually create a distributed energy grid. And companies like ours and a few other ones are really well suited to help them do that, because if there's a demand in an area for 3 megawatts or 4 megawatts, and we have enough resources on site, we can actually just redeploy that 3 or 4 megawatts to the grid for the province. And the province of Alberta is a deregulated energy grid, so it really means that those kind of transactions can happen.
Yeah, see, that's actually kind of the area of the company that excites me the most, because again, as oil and gas rebounds and you're surrounded by other areas that have other aspects of mining, you'll have these energy demands, and then you'll make money selling into the grid, right? So that's what kind of excites me the most about it, actually.
Oh, for sure. And a lot of these companies that are setting up or either reactivating some of their wells, there's a lot of natural gas sitting on top of the oil. So they need to basically release that pressure. And traditionally you would see that through flaring or through other models, or they'll be trying to put it into the grid. But if they don't have a grid connection, this is an incredibly viable solution for them to basically take advantage of that natural gas. So they're making money off the sale of the gas to a company like ours, and they're producing oil. Or we're a part of, like we are in one of our sites, we're a part of that situation because we're an equity owner in that particular plant.
Actually, one thing too, just I guess we're getting close to the end here, but where exactly is, I showed your facilities and everything. Where exactly are you located in Alberta? Just so that
yeah, we one of our facilities right now is just outside of Edmonton, Alberta. Okay. And the other one's actually southeast Alberta, not too far away from Medicine Hat.
No, okay. So you're in the south end.
And the other nice part about the company and what we're trying to do, and I think it's always important, is that we hire locally. We have all of our infrastructure built and constructed locally. Incredible talent that's in Alberta, ready to do these kind of things. Our site superintendents, one's a pipe fitter and one's a welder, perfectly suited for this type of job, right? Great guys. And then you have them, running these semi-mobile data centers, but also managing a massive amount of infrastructure and kind of helping grow the company. And the guys have loved it.
So is that another positive you found too? Because you're talking about, the talent in Alberta because of the kind of poor economy and the struggles and the energy. You must have this big amount of skilled labor that you
Dave,
can
it's
pick from.
Incredible. It's incredible. And it's perfectly suited for what we need. We're not, I remember listening to somebody talking about, well, we'll take coal miners and we'll get them, turn them into programmers. We don't have to do that, right? We have these guys, we're using their skills day after day. I'm asking them, how would we do this? How would we do that? Because they've been working in the field and they understand this. So we're not, having to come out and retrain or find people that are not there. Or even implant people from us. We can play with all of our network connections and everything else remotely. Technology allows you to do that. And also doing the, regulatory issues and everything else to be an energy company, that part can be done remotely. But the rest, hands-on stuff, we've got great guys.
Okay, that's great. So, we'll any more news in the next few months, we'll do another quick follow-up. And like I said, the ticker is LNK on the CSE. And you mentioned you've done a couple of financings, so you're pretty well capitalized. Now you got some cash flow going. So I'm pretty excited about it again too, because out of these interviews I've done, this is probably the first energy deal I've done. Most of them have been gold and precious metals. So, and then of course you got the crypto aspect mixed in. So it's kind of unique. So it's something different for my people. And I hope they like it, and actually we're doing this on a Saturday, and on Monday, I'll probably buy some shares.
Appreciate that. It's gonna be a great ride. I'm looking forward to keeping you updated. I think we've got some busy times ahead. We've got ourselves established now. We've kind of overachieved on what we initially set out to do, which is great. And now we want to tell some people about it.
Okay, that's great. So we'll be talking in the future.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks.